What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Finest back with another fucking banger. Today, me and this guy right here, that guy right there, War Chief, and me,
Same.
finally we're gonna drop that tips and tricks video y'all wanted. So, War Chief, say
Time.
what's up to him. Say what's up.
He's saying, it's Chief, the British guy leading the American crew. Throw some
You.
shade my way.
So, a lot of y'all been asking
Yeah.
questions about like how the fuck we do shit that we do with our freeing skills and all that, how we fucking avoid painted black users, how we get away from people using dynamite bows and all that. 9 times out of
You're
10,
fine.
yeah, what's up?
Let's take a walk.
Let's take a walk. Alright. We're gonna leave y'all over there. But fucking,
You can follow it, don't matter.
yeah, y'all can follow if y'all want. But fucking,
Continue, Finest.
basically, y'all been asking us a lot of questions over the past couple of weeks, me and War Chief, like how we do the shit that we be doing. And in this video, we're gonna answer all the questions y'all had. So first question, War Chief, for low levels, that's
Yeah, that's exactly where I was gonna say. The very start, when everybody starts the game, you're all low level, and you got to pick your fucking dead eyes and shit like that. At the beginning, do you get an option to pick Slippery Bastard? You don't, do you? You have to level 50 to get it, right?
I think so, yeah.
The only ones you get to unlock, I think, is Focus Fire and the healing one and Painted Black. Okay. You pick Painted Black. You start the game, you immediately pick Painted Black. And from then on, all the way up until you get to level 50, you smoke everybody you see with Painted Black. You can use Free Aim if you like, but if you're going to use Free Aim, you're going to have to make sure you're in cover. And that doesn't mean fucking walls like this, little tiny pieces. We mean you need to be behind the whole wall like this,
Yeah,
peeking
exactly,
people.
corner shooting.
Comfortably popping out. And if you got Painted Black, you turn on your dead eye, you lock onto their head, and then you pop out and let it shot. Otherwise, you're just gonna get smoked by every auto aim you see. If you run into high levels, a lot of them are gonna use things like dynamite bows and Painted Black and things like that.
Facts,
And in
facts.
situations like that, if you're a low level, it's best to leave. Unless you're really thinking that your Painted Black skills are top notch, yeah, it's not really worth it.
9 times out of 10, once y'all hit that level 50 mark, that's when everybody going. First thing I want y'all to do is first thing I want y'all to do is fucking upgrade that shit to level 3. Get Slippery Bastard on level 3, cause once you're on level 3, it's like you can do anything you want. And then
Basically.
another question that everybody been asking me, Finest, what cards do you use?
Before we move on,
Yeah.
using Painted Black, using Slippery Bastard, using any Deadeye, and if you're a free aimer, using these Deadeyes is absolutely paramount. You have to use them. You have no choice. You will have to use them at some point, unless your aim is always going to be a one-tap headshot, which it won't be, and unless people don't use slow and steady on you, or Painted Black, or dynamite bows and things like that. Unless people are never playing like pussy on you, then you're always going to need to have Deadeye ready. And with that being said, you're going to need to know where to find all the tobacco that you need. There's websites that you can use, Finest, you know one of the websites, right? But
Yeah.
I have a picture that I've made myself with all of the markers, and I'll give it to you, Finest, you can put it in the video right now.
This is the website where all the Indian tobacco are located at. Make sure y'all search it up on y'all Google or whatever, and it's gonna pop up.
And
You already know.
it has all the markers next to roads of where you can find tobacco. Up to around 20, I'd say, because there's around, what, I'd say 11 markers. So as long as you farm these places, you go to them whenever you get into a new lobby or wherever, to farm up your tobacco, and go to any campfire, which we can also show you in roads, and make your tobacco, make your potent snake oil. Then you'll always have your insurance, and you won't ever have to worry about getting your shit clapped because you didn't have enough snake oil to deal with the bum using Painted Black at the end of the street. Finest is
Facts.
saying next question.
Next question. I I forgot low key. Hey yo, but yeah, cards. They would ask me and you, like, Finest, Warchief, what cards do you use to fight against auto aimers that use painted black and stuff like that?
The ones I actually have.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all my cards. The cards I use.
The ones that we use, the absolute, like, fully necessary ones, the necessities, winning streak and unblinking eye.
Facts. Y'all gotta always use that. Unblinking eye is the key essential to Slippery Bastard. Cause that's the only way we can stay into Slippery Bastard for a long time fighting auto aimers. Without that, that's probably, like, y'all not at a disadvantage, but you know, it just.
I would say that your Deadeye, of course, is optional. Any choice that you choose to pick would be a pretty much okay choice. But my favorites are what? Comeback Stronger, Landon's Practice, Landon's Patience, Peak Conditioning, Eye for an Eye, and Never Without One. I would suggest anyone who's coming to the game new, Never Without One, or Peak Conditioning or something like that. Never Without One, or maybe even Comeback Stronger, because if you just started the game, your health is bound to be low. But Never Without One, even though now, when you get shot in the jaw, the face, the nose, the cheeks, you still die, most auto aimers you face aren't going to have pinpoint aim. Even though they use an auto aim, they're still going to have trouble hitting headshots because auto aimers play brain dead. Like, most of them aren't thinking too hard about flicking it up before they press R2. So using Never Without One will pay off a good portion of times. Enough times
which you can take
that
the
it
seat.
would be worth buying it to use it.
But yeah, those are good cards to use. That fucking, especially Comeback Stronger and Never Without One. I know a lot of people use Never Without One. Personally, I don't like it like that, but I use Landon Practice because, you know, it just helped me get my kills faster.
Oh, it's
Landon's Low Lars? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know he was over here. Nobody kill him. But on to the next question. Next question we had was, Finest, how do you avoid getting painted black? And the key simple question to that, we already answered that earlier, but just to let y'all know again.
Corners, my guy.
Yes,
Make
corners.
sure that whenever you're aiming, whenever you see a dude turn on his fucking Deadeye, you're behind the wall, but your dot is aiming past the wall. So that when you shoot your shit, it goes past the wall. All the bullets are going straight through this fucking thing. And that's not because it's got holes in it. That's because my dot is aiming at the other wall, but I'm standing behind this wall. It's called corner shooting, and you absolutely need to know how to do it if you're going to fight all of it. Especially...
I don't follow rules and they don't like that.
Especially if you only have painted black. Because if you have Slippery Bastard, then maybe you can run out and not get painted black. And maybe rush a dude or whatever. If you're going to be using painted black, the best way to use painted black is to take cover behind the wall, you mark the person, and then you peek out, and then you let go.
Exactly. Like back then when I used to use painted black, I don't use it no more, but before I used to pop out, every time I used to use painted black, every time I marked my opponent's head. But other than that,
to anyone who wants to use Slippery Bastard and only really wants to use Slippery Bastard, if you're a stubborn person like me, and I'm dumb stubborn, I could be fighting a group of 10 guys and I'm not gonna leave, I'm not gonna back down, I'm not gonna stop. If you're like me and they start using painted black or a lot of extra shit, then maybe it's a good idea for you to turn on painted black. I would turn on painted black in a situation where I've got dynamite bows on back of horses or some shit like that, because turning on painted black at that point, or if you're getting jumped by a big number of people in a very open area, turning on painted black at that point, it's just necessity. You know what I mean? You need to. And as much as painted black kills really aren't all that, especially if you're going for montages or you want to clip, if you really want to show some people who use painted black that they're fucking trash, if you're a free aimer, you're immediately going to be better than them at using painted black. Like, without a doubt. If you're a free aimer using painted black, you'll be better than an auto aimer using painted black. So don't be afraid to switch, even if you're a Slippery Bastard, because sometimes you just need to.
And another good tip about being a free aimer, you always gotta have patience and confidence in yourself. A lot of free aimers out here say they don't like free aiming because they don't got free aim lobbies yet, or auto aimer, they're clearly gonna keep killing them all the time. But like I seen what me and War Chief been doing in most of our videos, especially other YouTubers out there like fucking Chromez and who else? It's a bunch. Yo, it's a bunch of free aimers out there that just be cooking auto aimers because they simply got patience and confidence. Like all you gotta do,
When
yeah.
it comes to free aimers and a free aimer going against an auto aimer, if you're an experienced free aimer and you spend any length of time playing a game like this, you think about the game in a much different way to an auto aimer. When I get to this corner and I see an auto aimer down the road, I think I could shoot him through this wall right here. So why would I pop out and expose myself to get one tapped? I'm also more wary and more cautious about getting shot at because as a free aimer, you know that everyone you see, if you don't kill him in the first couple shots, you will die. So you don't always need to be so much afraid, but you do need to exercise caution, basically.
Yeah. On to the next question. I think the next question everybody was asking me is how do you defend yourself against dynamite arrows and explosive rounds? I'm gonna let War Chief answer this question because like
And you wait for him to run out. Every time you see a dude coming at you he's usually on the back of a horse if he's going to be using dynamite, but I assume if he's using explosive rounds, then free aim, corner shooting, painted black, corner shooting. Both of those can take care of an explosive round user any day. Explosive rounds don't really do much if a person can't see you, so just sit in cover. Peek out, one tap his ass, because he's trash anyway, that's why he's using explosive rounds.
To all the auto aimers out there that's watching this video,
if you're a real free aimer, whip out the rolling block express rounds.
yes, the rolling block is a very powerful gun right now. Everybody's talking about it. Like a couple of y'all came in my videos, a couple of y'all came on the videos and said like, yeah, use the rolling block, finest, it's one shot. I agree with y'all, it definitely is a one shot. I seen War Chief do so much damage with it, but me personally, I use the Springfield rifle because I don't know, it's just my habit. Yeah, I'm stubborn. And War Chief just fell? Oh.
No, I made it.
Yeah, I made it too.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to the rolling block, just get yourself a fat bit of distance, you know what I mean? If you get killed and Brody's really far away, you happen to be in somewhere like the North Fields past Saint Denis, the fields to the northwest of Rhodes, anywhere near Blackwater, anything like that, whip out the rolling block, get really far away, easy. Easy, easy, easy. You got Slippery Bastard on? Oh my days. You're not gonna miss a single shot as long as your aim's good.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing. If you're gonna learn to free aim, don't use first person. It's not gonna get you good. You're not gonna get good at free aim using first person. It's literally a crutch. Basically, the only reason to use first person is one, if you're fighting either a free aimer, which you probably won't be, or if you don't have enough aim to use your right stick, so you want to use or overuse your left stick to compensate. That's not going to get you any better. And when you run into someone like us, or if you run into anyone using painted black, you're going to get your shit smoked. Anyone pull out an auto shotty, you're dead. Anyone pull out a bomb, you're dead. Anyone pull out painted black, you're dead. You see Finest or War Chief, you're still dead. You feel me? Stop using that shit. Don't use first person if you think you're gonna be trying to free aim. It's not gonna do nothing.
Like for all the people out there that use first person, like I see what y'all mean, how it makes y'all move fast and all that, but it's just not the way to go.
Because if I see you using first person and you're really moving too fast, even me, I might think put on painted black. If I'm thinking put on painted black, everyone else is certainly thinking put on painted black. So if you're moving around really fast using your first person, I mean that's cool, but yeah, if you're looking to be an actual free aimer and be like, yeah, I'm good, I can take on any auto aim bomb I run into, yeah, that's definitely not gonna cut it. Also, you lose a lot of your awareness because you're in first person. We should set it back.
Yeah. Another thing, like when it comes to free aiming, especially going against like people like that, like first person, like it's like y'all easy target. Like y'all just move side to side. Y'all sitting there, so like it ain't no point. I wouldn't recommend it. Like if anything, like it's just not the wave. But
If
another
I know that you're
thing,
gonna use first guy, I'm just gonna aim in the middle of where you are and wait for you to walk past. You know,
yeah,
shoot.
they just gonna walk. First person players just literally walk into your bullet. That's not the wave.
Yeah, basically.
Another thing, y'all gotta find y'all right sensitivity. Everybody's sensitivity is not right for everybody. Like my sensitivity, I will leave my sensitivity video and the link in the description. But like everybody play the game differently, so not every sensitivity like works for everybody. So like
The best
what
suggestion that I could provide is turn up your acceleration to absolute max. Because when I got on this game, I realized that the aim is quite floaty. That's the word I used to describe it, right? It's because when you would start aiming, it's like there's so much dead zone that you turn your analog stick and it doesn't turn until you're like really far away. You know what I mean? Like until your analog is almost touching the side, then it's finally moving. Turn your
yeah.
dead zone to 0, your acceleration to full, and then find your own sensitivity really. Those are your
Yeah,
only
just
options.
keep
I
practicing.
stick with a high one.
And the best way to like really get your aim up, like this is my suggestion. Like go into TDM, no slippery bastard. That's if you got slippery bastard, then yeah, go ahead try it. But if you like new to the game, just keep going to TDMs, keep trying to kill auto aimers with your raw aim, and eventually you will
Yeah.
start getting used to them, the way they play. Cause all auto
Even if you
aimers,
have, even if you have painted black, just don't use it. Like
Yeah.
use it if you need to, but if you can avoid using it sometimes, don't. Go to the saloon.
alright.
Yeah, if you can avoid using your painted black or whatever, sometimes just am I right? You want to be good at the game, you're gonna need to practice. Of course, you're gonna need to practice, and most of the people that you fight are gonna be auto aimers. Now, it's not a bad thing to get your aim up by fighting auto aimers. It's something that we've been doing since the start of the game. That's mostly how we even got good at the game in the first place. The one thing that I would say is we have a community, the Freeam community.
Just about to mention that.
Exactly.
The freeing
Go
community,
on any
what
of
you
our
just
accounts
started
or
at.
anything like that. Go on.
all the SMGs, all the SMGs are in this community. So if you ever want to practice, like have regular gun shootouts with some of us, you can either hit us up or hit up the people that's in the community. There's a lot of people in there right now. We just started a week ago. So far we got 20 members. If you're new and you want to learn how to start freeing, man, go in that chat, ask for tips and stuff, or just like ask somebody if they want to shoot out. You might learn some things, cause you know.
Alternatively, now that we've finally created a place for freeamers where you can just pull up and you've got people in there and they're in their own sessions and you can join them and things like that. If you really want to, you could just pull up in my session. If you see Warchief 1, pull up in my session. You can start smoke with me. You can fight me. You can shoot at me. I don't mind. I'm down. You want to learn? Message me. Message Finest. Doesn't matter. Join the community. Say something. We're always checking. We're always adminning and doing whatever. You know what I mean? So if you want to get good, that's your place to do it. Go to the Freeam community. Let me look at the name exactly, and then I can read it out. Also,
I'm gonna put a
take a
screenshot in
screenshot
there. Yeah.
yeah.
There you
But
I think that was everything that we covered. Anything else we need to talk about for them?
Finally, I would say guns.
Oh yeah.
The bolt action rifle. That's the first gun you buy. You spawn in, you have $200. You make a couple hundred if you need to, and then you buy the bolt action. Okay? It has 5 shots. It shoots relatively fast. It's not as quick as a repeater. Yes. If your aim isn't very good, a bolt can be very, very good for you because you can focus on hitting your body shots and just start from the bottom, which is body shots. Moving on from that, you can use the varmint rifle or the repeater if you're looking to train your headshots. Those are the best guns. Is your best friend at long range, excluding the rolling block, of course.
You already
Because
know.
a Springfield is different to a bolt. The range that it has means that the damage is carried over a lot larger distances, And so if I can two-shot Finest from standing right in front of me like this, and I can two-shot him from standing down at that light, I probably won't be able to two-shot him if he's standing all the way down the street down there. But if I use a Springfield, I can, even with regular bullets.
And a rolling
Keep
block.
an eye on what guns everyone else is using on you as well, because a lot of people that you run into are gonna have sword-offs, and that shit's gay. And auto aimers love to crouch sprint all the way up to you just to whip out the sword-offs and be like, haha, boom, 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 boom.
Another suggestion: slippery bastard users that are not free aimers and y'all auto aimers. Here's a tip for my free aimers out there if y'all run into them. Cause 9 times out of 10, an auto aimer that has slippery bastard, like the card, 9 times out of 10 he either gonna tackle you with a lasso or tackle you, period. So what you wanna do for that is just try your best to roll, or you gotta use a shotgun. Shotgun the best method to keep auto aimers that tackle away from you. Like a semi
You can
or a
jump to
pump.
stop a tackle from initiating, or you can dive to stop a tackle from initiating. And then from you dive, start spamming circle, and you can gunbuck them by the time you stand up. It's usually very effective, and most of the time, if you dive away from someone and then spam circle, you're gonna kill them before they're even able to get back up. Or from they're even able to get ready from the fact.
When you get lassoed, if you ever get lassoed by auto aimer, the first thing you want to do is press left on your D-pad, like how Kasuan is on the floor, and then go all the way to online options and go to respawn. That's the best way to do it if you ever get tackled by auto aimer. 9 times out of 10,
Yeah,
that's
but
all
you've
they
done it
do.
right, because when you die, it won't say the person that was trying to kill you killed you. It will say that you gave up, or it will say that you killed yourself and you killed you. That
Yep.
kind of thing there is very useful for when you're fighting those kind of griefers and bums that just really want to rub in the fact that they can kill you and yada yada yada. If you're fighting big groups, a lot of the time there'll be one bum that's so trash that all he can do is lasso or knife.
Exactly.
If someone
can't-
knifes you, knife tackles you, you can't respawn. If someone tackles you, you can't respawn. But if someone lassos you, you respawn immediately.
Yeah, you can't let auto aimers be satisfied when they lasso you, cause that's the best way to satisfy auto aimer, cause he already know that he can get an automatic kill once he tackle you with a lasso. And if you respawn, they're like
Table. In free aim on a lot of Rockstar games and basically all games, if you're a free aimer, you sort of live by a code, meaning you use certain guns and you play in a certain fashion, you aim for certain things and you play a certain way. You're not always going to be a bitch. You're not going to whip out dynamite every second you get the chance to, because you want to use free aim because that's the fun way to play. But when you're an auto aimer, it's not about fun in the first place. And if it is about fun, they get their fun from just killing in general. It's a lot more trivial a gameplay style. With that being the case, you can't assume that the auto aimers won't pull out dynamite. You can't assume that they won't refer to just shitty tactics like lassoing or dynamite bows, explosive rounds. Just be prepared for anything if you're facing anyone that's over level 100 basically, because if he's an auto aimer, he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants if he wants to kill you.
Alright, I think that's probably
Say this
it.
about
Yeah. We done.
my guy.
But
Shit, man.
good shit, War Chief.
It's
Motherfucking
been
boy.
Chief.
It's been Finest. It's your,
We out, pal.
you already know. Gang, bitch.
Dang, bitch.